Hey guys, and welcome back to Wanderwalkers. Today we thought we would do something a little bit different, and we thought that we would have a go at playing GeoGuessr. My brother's talked to me about this a few times, and it's apparently a really fun game. We've kind of like dabbled in it before, but haven't really played it to, I think, the best of our ability. And we thought, since being kind of well-traveled, or at least we think so, maybe we'll be good at it. I don't know. We'll see.
For those that don't know what GeoGuessr is, it's a game where you get dropped somewhere in the world and you have to try and figure out where you are using things like local street signs.
So the game is basically using Google Street View, and you just kind of have to like work with very minimal things and objects to actually tell you where you might be. So it's actually quite a hard game to play for the most part at times. So you've really just got to look at the landscapes and kind of like guess as to where you are. So hopefully we will do well today and we'll get straight into it. I'm excited to play. So we're just going to click the single player gameplay. We're just going to do this as a challenge together this time, but we might do another video at some point where we challenge each other. We'll see how these videos go. All right, so let's get straight into it. Okay.
Right.
So where do you think we might be, Dan? Ooh, I think I know where this is.
They're driving on the left-hand side.
This has got to be New Zealand.
Is it though?
Look at the mountains. Look at the mountains in the distance.
I'm not sure. It could even be Australia. It could be here, home. What's
Nah.
the sign say?
Oh, accommodation, meals. Nah.
Stud home.
No, that doesn't ring a bell.
Dr. Draft beer. Neither have I.
Okay, so if they're driving on the left-hand side of the road, that does not give us many options as to where this could be.
No.
I am like 100% in looking at those mountains over there. I'm like, I reckon it's got to be New Zealand.
Stud home. I don't know. New Zealand's a pretty good guess.
Timaru, Dunedin, it is New Zealand. It is New Zealand. I knew it.
That was a good guess.
Yeah.
Good guess. That was
I could tell. We've done a road trip to New Zealand. In 2019, we were there for like 2.5 months or so.
Yeah.
So I remember those mountains. They looked familiar.
That's a good guess.
But where in New Zealand are we? See, we have to actually put a little, what do you call them? Like a pin drop on the map as to exactly where we are, and then it calculates like your score based on how close you are.
All right, so we're 41 kilometers from Timaru,
which is on the coast.
157 from Dunedin.
Which is also on the coast. But Dunedin's further south on the east coast. So
I guess we'll just go into our map, zoom in.
Okay, so looking at the map at the moment, it's obviously a little bit inland because you can see the mountains. Yeah. So if it's further away from Dunedin but closer to Timaru.
Where's Timaru?
Up the top a little bit further, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just there. Ooh. Do we think it might be around
like Omarama?
Oh, this is so difficult. I hate this because I feel like if I was like really good at maths or something and I knew the distances really well, I could do this, but I'm not. So
we're a lot closer to Timaru, so it's probably like up
I'd say so because
somewhere.
you can see the mountains. So I feel
maybe
40 k's is not a particularly long distance.
Do you reckon just like somewhere here? Or maybe here?
There doesn't look to be any river around, does there?
Not that I'm aware of.
It's pretty, like there's no... Okay.
It's probably over near like Fairley or Kimble or something.
Alright, do you want to kind of just drop it in between? Yeah. But then you just gotta think like, where's the mountain pass? This doesn't tell you, or it does tell you with it whether you're north. Oh, so that's north. Okay. So that's looking to the west, to the mountain ranges. So
maybe it's like Cool Stream or something.
Yeah, it could be. Yep, I reckon even Albury.
Could be.
Do you want to guess that?
Guess it.
It's kind of like a road that meets. I reckon it could be a bit further up here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so hard. Do you think Cold Stream?
Coldstream it is. It is now.
Coldstream? All right. Oh, you know what? There's like a road right here.
Do it.
Did it say the name of the road by any chance?
Foley Road.
Foley's Road. Does that mean we could actually find it?
Could.
What's that one?
Doesn't say.
Why isn't it saying?
I reckon.
Oh, that looks like silo thingies, which is right there. New Zealand State Highway.
What road are we on now?
I mean, we could go to the extent of going to find it. Foley's Road. Damn, why doesn't it say what this is? I'm assuming it's a highway, so maybe. You know what? Do you want to just take a wild stab and let's just do this, and we'll go like. Bam. And then, okay, that's our guess.
And let's guess.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, we're actually quite far from... Okay, that's not exactly where we thought we were, but you know what? We got the same country that we thought it was.
We're only 69 kilometers away, and...
Yeah. So, okay, that's a bit further south.
Right.
Ooh, okay. We got 4,773 points. We were 69 kilometers from the correct
That's
location.
pretty good for our
first try. I feel like we did pretty well.
Let's play.
Let's go again. Okay.
Okay, so they're on the right-hand side this time.
I love how you notice things like that. And for me, the first thing I'm like, oh, those trees don't look like Australia, so I know it can't be there.
The cars is very important.
Okay, there's like, there's no lines on the road here. It's definitely not Australia.
Definitely not Australia. What do these signs say over here? 40.
Oh, it's tripping me out with the no lines. Okay. What do we think the foliage looks like? Do we think that might be...
What do the...
There's a lot of roadworks going on here. Do we think it looks a bit like...
Maybe somewhere...
Eastern Europe?
I was thinking more like Asia, maybe.
Looks like there's been like a little fire there. You can see like the regrowth on the... You could be correct.
So could you.
I can't see the number plates so... But where, if it was Asia, where in Asia? Where do you think it would be?
I'm not too sure.
I get the feeling this is like Eastern Europe. I think that this could be Russia.
Oh, that's like Russian writing on that.
Yes. Cyrillic alphabet.
So we were kind of both wrong. I said Asia.
This could be Ukraine. Actually, yeah, you were, well...
Depends whereabouts.
Yeah. If this is Russia... Oh no. We're going to have a really hard time finding out exactly where this is going to be because that is a big country. I mean, it could be the Ukraine. It could be a number of different countries. Could still be in Eastern Europe. Oh, is that like a...
Can't see
Whoa,
it.
it's blurry.
Let's just keep going to this building. What's this building? Okay, so it's definitely that part of the world.
But I mean, we could be talking about, like, Russia is so broad, like, where it extends to. We could be very much... We could be near North Korea, for all we know.
Need to find, like, a suburb or like a town or something.
I know, there's some signs over here.
Sign. Can you read the Cyrillic alphabet?
No, I actually, in lockdown 2 years ago now, I was getting a bit bored and I thought, I'll just like get on Duolingo and start learning Russian. That was fun. And actually it was really interesting learning a bit of the Cyrillic alphabet, but now, because I did not keep up with it, I don't remember virtually any of it. So, this is so difficult.
Alright, I mean, we should just take a stab. It's going to be either Russia or Ukraine. As far as I'm aware. Oh, but then again, I'm pretty sure the Cyrillic alphabet is used in places like Serbia too. But they also have, I guess, a Latin alphabet too.
Yeah. I just feel like wherever we pin drop this, it's going to be really off.
All right. So, Ukraine, Russia. It seems quite rural.
It does, yeah. Which, you know,
it could be like
if you were living in rural Russia,
that this map.
Oh.
But it could be even like over here.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think the chances of getting dropped in Russia are bigger because it's a bigger country overall? What is considered cheating on here? Like if we go and, I mean, surely if we search for it manually on the map, that's not cheating, right? There's so many towns. Oh God.
I really wish I could read this.
I know, me too. I feel like there's so many strategies with this game too that you can develop over time. It's just that maybe we haven't thought of them yet. So if you guys have any tips for this game in the comments, definitely let us know.
Might make our lives easier in the future.
Exactly. I mean, I think there probably would be enough clues, clues in the signage, but it's very hard to
read it.
Yeah, it is. It's difficult. And to match up manually the right towns and cities and stuff.
I think I would pick the Ukraine.
You know what? I'm going to go well off. I'm going to go well off like the Eastern Europe side. I'm going to say it's Russia, but I'm going to say...
Over closer to Asia?
Yeah.
Like China?
Yeah, closer to Asia and Russia. But if you feel like you're pretty confident with maybe Ukraine?
I'm not confident at all. I'm just going to take a wild guess. Do you want to just pick a random place? One of these ones?
Yeah, do it.
Which one? Let's go this one,
Either way.
Guess.
I don't know.
We're going with Kharkiv. We weren't that far off.
Okay,
right?
so, well, it is Russia. But a little bit more...
Ufa.
Closer to Kazakhstan. Well, there you go.
Well,
Maybe we weren't too far off.
At least it wasn't over here.
No, it probably wasn't.
Okay, so we've got 1,892 points. Ooh.
We were 1,450 Ks is that's a pretty long way.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a long way there, but it is a pretty long way.
Well, that was difficult.
That was.
Hopefully the next one isn't as difficult. Let's play again. Okay, this looks... There's literally...
Ooh, I'm gonna make a bit of a...
Like Scotland or something.
Yeah, actually, in my head, Scotland did cross, but
I've
also
never
thought...
even been to Scotland, so I wouldn't have a clue.
I've been once. Also, maybe Iceland.
Okay.
Kind of Nordic. Getting those kind of vibes here.
Yeah.
It looks kind of cold.
There's not really much around yet. Is there no signs, no cars or people? What? I don't...
Oh, you
I
can't
can
go any further? Oh no. What if we turn around this way? Oh no, that looks like it's going into nowhere though. If we go this way. Imagine if this doesn't take us
Imagine
any
if this
further.
is as far as we could go. What's the sign
What?
say?
What is that?
Rarick.
That is potentially Swedish, is it? Or
What does it say? Spenstock or something? Well,
okay.
this is even harder than the other one because this is as far as we can go.
Dan knows a little bit of Norwegian.
A little bit.
So if there's anything, oh look at those houses over there. It's definitely a Nordic country. Okay.
Is this like just a small island and this is it? Yeah, that's as far as...
That wasn't very nice of the program to just drop us here because that really doesn't give us anything to work with.
So,
would it be like Iceland? Or is it Norway?
Could be Denmark. It could be the Faroe Islands or something.
Yeah. Go back, go back.
What's the sign say?
Oh,
Friend half Hugger Island.
Is it Hugger? It's really hard to see if that's a K or a H. I think H?
Archen.
Okay, it's definitely got to be like Scandinavia.
Yeah, I'm
or
thinking
Iceland.
Scandinavia.
And I think this has got to be very far north, wherever it is. I'm feeling like Norway, Iceland is maybe.
I can't believe that's as far as we can go.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
Like, so you think it's like an island off?
But is it an island?
Yeah, it's like a really small settlement too, isn't it? Well, of what we can see anyway.
What was it called again? What did you say it was called again?
I don't know, the sign was a little bit blurry.
Man, they're really, like, it's so weird. It's like, for some reason, the Google Earth van or Google Street View van is just like...
It's like they stopped recording.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a H or a K?
I think it might be a K.
Girl Islands. Look at all these.
Oh no.
Like...
This is so hard. I thought that the last one would probably be the most difficult, but this is also very...
I feel like this is even harder. Are we even in the right part of the world, do you think? Maybe we're completely wrong.
What if it's Greenland? What language do they speak in Greenland? Is it Norwegian?
I thought it was Danish. Should we just take another guess?
Oh, yeah, I reckon just go somewhere north and...
North of Norway, like up here or something? Maybe here. Let's just pick a random one here, hey?
Like, if we had all day to, like, scour through these and film this video, I'm sure we could probably find it. You don't think it would be off Iceland, right? It definitely, I mean, it could be Iceland. This is so hard. It's actually so much fun, though. I'm really enjoying playing this game. Yeah, something tells me it's maybe not here.
I reckon we just take a guess again.
Alright.
It's a real shame that we can't move around any further to get some more clues. I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm gonna guess that it was further south.
Oh god. I feel like I'm so intent on like trying to find this name, but you know, this could be in Sweden.
It could
too. It could very well be in Sweden. Oh my god, there's so many islands in Scandinavia. Oh. Okay.
I think that's getting into, is it?
Well, actually, yeah, that's Finland.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. Okay.
I think Norway is a pretty good guess because there seems to be a lot more islands on the coast.
Okay.
Pick a random island, eh? Let's just hope for the best. Fingers crossed.
You're not confident with this decision?
I'm not confident with either decision. Let's just do it. It is Iceland. Jesus.
That actually makes me so angry because the only place I didn't really zoom in on was this place.
We're about to say.
No!
So what is it in Ireland? What?
I just feel angry.
What do you feel angry at me?
I don't know. I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at myself.
I reckon
I'm
we should be
angry at this
angry.
program.
I reckon we should be angry at Google Maps for not giving us more
Street
room
View.
to
Get it together. Oh my god.
All right.
That really annoys me.
1,000
That's not even an island.
1,809 kilometers. Maybe it's islands as in Iceland.
You all heard me say Iceland earlier. You all heard it. This
What
is
that
interesting.
Say?
Is this like...
Zona A is like Spanish or something?
Yeah, it definitely looks like it could be Portuguese even. My Portuguese
But
and Spanish is terrible, so...
You know, if it is Portuguese or Spain, is it South America or Europe?
Wherever we are, it kind of looks quite nice. Like a very built up...
Okay, what's that say? 400 meters a semester.
Sometimes like... Whoa, does that say Sicilian?
Sicilian.
Is that what that says?
I don't know.
Is this Sicily?
This is Italy, is it? I don't know. I don't know Italian or Spanish.
He's the guy with like the Italian heritage. And I think it actually is Italy.
So you think it's Sicily from that sign?
Well, it's getting a bit hillier.
What's that say? What .it? That would be Italy on the web address. Italy, but whereabouts in Italy?
It's Sicily, I think. The city. I'm trying to remember the main. I can't think of it. I've never actually been to Sicily, so you guys can forgive us if we sound like we're very uneducated on this matter, because we are. Like we have been for the last few places. Okay, so Mount Etna is the volcano on Sicily. So if you see anything regarding a volcano, then we may be close to it. So if we zoom in on the map here. Okay, so Catania and Palermo. We may be nowhere near it. You know what, you guys are probably like noticing things that we haven't even seen. Like you've probably already seen like a street sign or something and we're like, where are we? Wow, this looks really cool.
This does look really nice. This is a great way to learn places where you might want to go traveling as well.
This is beautiful.
So are you sure that it's Sicily?
I feel confident because I saw that first and then I think I saw that. I mean, it was hard to see on the sign and it was a bit blurry. Whoa.
Fasano Alberobello.
I'm not seeing you anyway. I don't know. Bari? Wait, Bari is a port area.
Oh yeah?
I've been there.
Have you?
Yes. And I left from there to go to Greece. But I'm trying to remember what Bari looked like. I don't know, it's been a long time since I was there. I mean, it was like 2005. It's really hard narrowing it down. Sometimes it's easy enough to get the country or whereabouts you think it might be in the world, but then like narrowing it down to the city, that is difficult. Fasano, maybe we should go near Bari.
Yeah.
And have a look and see.
Maybe we should just drop the pin somewhere in Bari.
Well, I don't know if it is Bari.
They've all been really difficult since the first one. This is like
I know, the first one was great.
The first one set the bar too low.
Lured us.
Yeah, this is easy.
Lured us into a false sense of security with the first one. Oh, God, I don't know.
Alright, let's keep moving around. Maybe we'll find something else.
I just feel like we need one more, like, little sign. You know what I mean? Just one more.
It doesn't help that we...
Oh!
Bari's that way. Alberobello? Okay, so it's not Bari, but... So the map is what looks sort of
looking south. So if we face this way, then Bari would be northwest.
Okay. What else was on that sign?
I'm not seeing anything else.
It doesn't even say how many kilometers away to Bari or to.
It's so difficult.
Those other places.
Oh. Yes.
Okay.
One more. Okay.
Del Colla, which is on the sign as well.
Okay. It's this place. Because Nochi? I'm sure I've seen that a couple of times, but I didn't know that it was a name.
Oh, okay.
So
you think it's that?
I think it's this area, yes.
And Alberobello is on the sign as well, so
yep.
It has to be...
Okay. So it's definitely here.
You reckon?
Where do we think we are?
Did go past the Hotel Cavalier. I saw that before.
Dan! Was it back this way?
I think so. Is that the way we came?
Oh my God, this is like, my heart's racing now because I'm like, we could actually get the pin drop right on it.
What's that say? Is that pine or something? Pace?
Cafe? Okay, so should we make maybe an educated guess then?
It's somewhere in here.
Maybe around here? Bar, cafe.
This looks like it's a...
Pace! Oh my God!
Click there.
Oh my God. Wait, did I go past it already though?
I think it's just a bit further back. Somewhere here.
Okay, it's over there, isn't it? It's that little sign just there. Isn't it? No. We've lost it again.
I think we should just put it there.
Alright, you know what? Wish us luck.
Yes.
Wait.
892 meters away.
Huh.
Where'd the Pace Cafe go?
Maybe there's another one.
Really?
Maybe it's a word. Maybe it's just a popular word. I don't know. In Italian. But you know what? I'm proud because that got us nearly 5,000 points. 892 meters from the actual correct
I can't believe we
location.
actually eventually found the right town. And you were thinking it was further south, so good thing we sort of...
Yeah, it wasn't Sicily at all.
Yeah.
This is why you take your time with things like this, so you can find where you actually might be. But yeah, wow. That could have been a few different places, and then we found it in the end. I'm just so proud.
Good job. That's the best one so far.
We did well. Okay, final round.
Ooh, this looks a bit more tropical than
This is going to be
subtropical.
different. Ooh, is there flags over there? No.
Nope, they're just clothes.
Oh, wow, this looks really rural too.
Looks
Really.
so pretty though. The banana trees.
Yeah, Dan's been wanting a banana tree for like ever in our backyard. So
What's going on here? Is that like it's a military
oh,
thing or something?
look at the
Polizia.
roofs.
Look
Yeah.
at the flag.
Ah, is that
It's like-
Colombia?
I thought it was like Ecuador or something.
Oh, you could be right.
I don't know.
I'm not very good with flags.
I'm not that good. I'm not that
I
good
feel
with
like my
flags either.
mind switches the colours around as to where I think they might be in a lot of the flags. You know, where they've got the 3 stripes or the... Yeah, I'm really bad with remembering.
Yep, South America. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with.
Wow, they're
the
heavily
flags.
armed. Whoa, what's going on here? What have we come across? Okay.
Okay, maybe we should go a little bit further, see if we can find some more.
We need signs.
Yeah.
We need signs. Because there is... I mean, that flag... I mean, everyone, I'm sure, like, that knows what that flag is probably, like, screaming at the
they're-
screen right now.
Probably cringing at us.
This is actually like so fun to do. Like we should do like different themed ones. Like, you know, we should do different countries. You can go through and do different countries in particular.
Yeah, you can choose a specific country, can't you?
So it'd be cool to do the ones that we have been to a little bit more often, or the ones that we haven't been to at all, and then really take a stab in the dark as to
Yeah.
where we are.
Any town names or signs? Or...
Oh, this is so
Anything.
difficult because I haven't seen a single sign. Hey, what's that one up there? I think we might have to look at the map in a minute.
Espriella.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's the name of a town, surely.
Could be.
It's. I definitely think it's somewhere in the tropics
It has
because
to be. I would say because look at all these banana trees and like it looks very lush and
yeah,
whatever, doesn't it?
definitely.
So-
But it could be Colombia. This game really like exposes how much you just don't know about the world and about different countries. Like you think you know a bit, and then you're like, wow, I don't even know what flag is what.
it also makes me just want to learn the languages.
It
and
does
be able to
because
read everything.
there is such an advantage.
Maybe we should just go to the border of Colombia and Ecuador or something.
Okay, let's do that. Kind of getting this feeling that we're going to be well away, but should we just like do it near the border? Like just,
Yeah. I am saying Ecuador, you say Colombia, and we'll just go in the middle.
okay.
Do it.
Alright.
Guess.
Oh my gosh!
We weren't
Oh,
that
we got a new badge.
we
That's
weren't
cool.
too far away.
Continue. I want to see.
We were both.
We did really well there, I feel, because we're still along the border pretty much.
Yeah.
And
4,181 points, 260.
it was Colombia, so I was right. I was right.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't feel as stupid.
We'll have to go learn the flags now.
I'm like stunned that we managed to get that because I feel like that was pretty rural, so we could have been in,
Let's
you know,
hope-
quite a number of places.
I know. Unless we're in like the right part of the world.
267 kilometers from the
So
right place.
17,330 points. That's pretty good.
Frustrating thing was I said Iceland initially, and then I was like, nah, it can't be Iceland because there's no islands around there, really.
Okay, well, we hope you enjoyed watching that. That was a lot of fun.
We're hoping that we can do more of these videos. If you guys find them entertaining, let us know. There's definitely a lot more different types or versions of the game that you can play, which would be so much fun. And I feel like this is just kind of like good videos to do while we're at home trying to avoid coronavirus outside at times. So if you want to see more of these, please let us know.
Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment below if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye guys, thanks for watching.